So recently, for the first time in my life, I started tracking the macros and the calories of everything I eat. And the reason I did that is I was curious how much was I eating, because I recently decided to do an aggressive cut after getting like a very visible belly and it was bothering me. So I started counting the calories and I was surprised that I was eating too much before. Like just a piece of butter that's this big is 75 calories, which is crazy. And I was putting way bigger chunks for breakfast and for every fucking meal. So what this is teaching me is that writing shit down, gathering data about whatever you're doing is a very useful tool. It reduces the mindlessness of the activity. It's allowing me to commit more to it. It's making it more real in my mind, if that makes sense. And this is also the first year I've started journaling seriously. I got a nice book here, and I deliberately bought something with a nice design just to encourage myself to write more in it. And it's working. I use it to write down all sorts of things. Sometimes I write down ideas that seem interesting to me, that come up, or that I watch in a video. I was just watching a video about karma, and for the first time I tried taking notes. Like whenever I hear him say something interesting that resonates with me, I just pause the video and write it down in my journal. That's a cool way to interact with videos that you watch. I think I'm gonna do that more, because it's already sticking more with me, what's being said. And this takes me to I'm sorry if I'm jumping between different subjects, but this is how I feel this video. This takes me to a quote by Bruce Lee, and I'm paraphrasing, that has been one of the pillars to my life philosophy recently, which is to take what you like from something and leave out the rest, basically. I think you've heard that quote before. So I take what he said in the video, I take what resonates with me from different religions, from conversations, and I try to put it to the test. Is it just my ego that wants to get attached to this idea, or does it actually resonate with me on a deeper level? Try that out. It's really cool. Because I feel like ideologies and religions, it can be good if you have a healthy approach. Like, it can be good for some people, I don't know, but for me it feels rigid, black and white, let's say. Like, do this, don't do that. Maybe that applies to some people, but not for others. So yeah, I'm gonna do what Bruce Lee told me to do. Wait, no, I will reward that. I'm gonna apply that piece of wisdom from Bruce Lee and mold these teachings and these pieces of advice to fit my life as it is now, and perhaps these teachings can evolve and should evolve as I do. I think it's in Buddhism where one of the main teachings is everything changes, and that sounds very obvious, but I think it applies to what I'm talking about here. Like, yeah, we know that weather conditions change and people change, blah, 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 but it happens in such a more real time and a kind of way. And it applies to things like teachings and philosophies. These things should change as well. If you don't allow them to change and grow and change your perspective on things, then what will happen is, this is basically the reoccurring theme in FromSoft games, how you have people chasing immortality, refusing change, and this leads to stagnation, disease, all sorts of bad things. So it's good and healthy to change your perspective on things over time and let it grow with you. I hope that made any sense. Yeah, thanks for watching.